Ladies and gents, welcome to the Rev Check. Today's car is once again a fully electric one, the new Audi Q4 E-Tron. Let's check it out. The thing I really like about the Q4 E-Tron is the fact that you don't have to press the start-stop button to get the car going. Once you get inside, you simply put your foot on the brake, then press it, and the car will power up. You can then switch into D or B and just get going. The Q4 E-Tron version we're testing right now is the most powerful one. 299 horsepower, all-wheel drive, makes the dash from 0 to 100 in 6.2 seconds and can go up to 180 kilometers an hour fast. There are of course also smaller versions. The entry-level version is a 170 horsepower rear-wheel drive, and that will come in at a price of just under 42,000 euros. The range of that one is 341 kilometers. And if you make some quick math, that will make a base price of around 123 euros per 1 kilometer of range.
Those prices apply in Germany, of course.
And if you compare that, for example, to the bigger E-Tron, which has an entry-level price way over 80,000 euros and a range of around 440 kilometers, that will make a base price of around 190 euros per kilometer of range. And the E-Tron GT is even more expensive at a base price of more than 200 euros per kilometer of range. So considering the price and the range you get for that, the Q4 E-Tron is by far the best electric Audi you can get right now. Audi claims an average consumption of around 17 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers for the Q4 E-Tron, compared to the big E-Tron SUV that is around 8 kilowatt hours less and still 5 kilowatt hours less than the E-Tron GT. So in that aspect, the Q4 E-Tron is once again better than its two siblings. For our test car, the most powerful version, of course the consumption rate is a little higher. Audi claims around 20 kilowatt hours. We're at 21 kilowatt hours right now, which is very close to their figure, and it's still okay. It's still more efficient than the bigger brothers E-Tron and E-Tron GT. Of course, you cannot achieve the driving specs of the other electric Audis, but then again, if you buy an electric car, then you will want to go at maximum efficiency. You will want to save and save and save even more. I don't see a point why you should not opt for the Q4 E-Tron.
The Q4 E-Tron comes at a length of 4.59 meters and a height of 1.63 meters. Despite these compact dimensions, it's rather spacious on the inside.
The interior is very nice at first glance, and also if you look at it closely, everything seems high quality, very nice. And Audi has finally heard my beggings. They changed the steering wheel. I remember sitting in every single Audi and the center part looked bad, really bad. And now look at this. This is a beauty. Very nice. I like it very much. Apart from that, central touch display, very big, nice to operate, but still the controls for the climate down here, seat heating and so on, which is nice, so you don't need to search that in the menu right here. Nothing to complain about at the front. Let's check out the rear. Very nice. I mean, considering that the Q4 E-Tron is what Audi calls a compact SUV and it's way smaller than the regular E-Tron, that's very spacious in here. Headroom is okay, and the legroom, there is so much space in here. Yeah, I really like it. Seats are comfortable. as in any Audi. So I could really see myself sitting back here for a few hundred kilometers. A really nice feature the Q4 E-Tron has is the augmented reality head-up display. That will project little arrows into your field of view onto the road, at least it looks like they're on the road, and they will move where you need to go, and also they're a little bit animated. Looks pretty cool. Of course, the Q4 E-Tron is not the first Audi car to have it, but it's pretty nice to look at. There are two different battery sizes available for the Q4 E-Tron, either 52 kilowatt hours or 77 kilowatt hours. Depending on the version you get, it will be able to charge with up to 100 or 125 kilowatts.
So in theory, you can recharge around 130 kilometers of range within 10 minutes.
Of course, you can drive it in B mode, which will then cause higher recuperation if you take your foot off the accelerator. What I realized though is the car will not go to a complete standstill. So in the end you will need to brake if you need to stop at a traffic light or something. But once you have stopped, you can take your foot off the brake and the car will not start again. So for it to get going again, you will need to push the accelerator just a tiny bit and then it will start rolling. Interesting. My final verdict on the Q4 E-Tron, it is a very good car. Even though I'm not that much into SUVs, I have to admit this one looks pretty sleek. It drives very nice and there is almost nothing you can complain about with this car. And the best part about it, it is rather cheap compared to the other electric Audis. So all in all, a car I would definitely consider buying if it wasn't an SUV.
To sum up, the Audi Q4 E-Tron is a very attractive car with a decent range, fast charging, and a way sportier design than its VW sibling, the ID.4. On the downside, a heat pump that minimizes energy losses through air conditioning will cost you extra, even though the Audi is already 5,000 to 8,000 euros more expensive than VW's ID.4 or Skoda's Enyaq.